Hello, everybody. Today is Friday, June 5th. It is our last day of school. It's a very odd last day of school, being that we're doing everything online. But regardless, today's my last video. And so I hope everything goes well in this one, and I'll cover everything good. I got a great story to read to you guys. So, for this very special one, I got a couple extra things to go over. Reminder, today is the drop off day up at the high school. So head up to the high school and turn in iPad, all your Wonders books, library books, math templates, anything else that's from the school. Uh, if you have any questions about what you should or shouldn't turn in, let me know. You can still message me, and I'd be happy to help you out with that. But take that stuff up to the high school today. Again, like I said, if you ordered a yearbook, it'll get mailed to you whenever those do come in. I don't know when that'll be. But whenever they do come in, next few weeks, I believe. Today is the last day for the free lunch up at the high school. I think they're going to start it again later, but I don't have any details on that. But for right now, um, today's your last day to do that. You can still message me and email me and all of those things. So um, if you want to message me on Dojo, I'll leave it up for a while. So um, you can still send me messages on Dojo. Emails are great. So I love to hear from you guys during the summer. So I'd like to hear from you guys. Stay safe and have a great summer. I did want to take a minute to go over a few things that hopefully you learned from me and our class together. Some kind of key points that hopefully you can take with you or something that sticks. And I just wanted to review these really important things that hopefully I help you guys learn. I talked a lot about making sure that you impact your environment. And I don't necessarily mean just, not littering and that kind of impacting your environment. I'm talking about your classroom environment. Are you being positive? Are you affecting things for the better? Are you making situations better? Are you leaving them the same? Or are you making them worse? We talked a lot about that in class. Are you helping situations? If you're making things worse, try to keep it neutral. If you're keeping it neutral, try to make things better. And because you impact your environment, how people treat you and how people act is a result of your actions as well. So, keeping things positive and trying to positively impact your environment is really important. So that's hopefully something you've got. Talked a lot about BCDs, right? Blaming, complaining, and being defensive. Those are things that harm teams, and whether that's a team like a family, the people that you live with, or classroom, or people that one day you'll work with, those are all types of teams. And blaming, complaining, and being defensive really are not things that help anybody. So take responsibility. If you make a mistake, take responsibility. Don't complain about things. Just solve them, fix them, do what you can, and be receptive to people who are trying to help you. If somebody's telling you, "Hey, here's a better way to do it," take that into account. Right? You don't need to be defensive and immediately assume that everything you do is right. It's okay. Take that criticism and get better. So BCDs, no BCDs in our room. It harms teams. And again, whether it's a classroom, family unit, any of those are all types of teams. So that's really an important thing to do. So no blaming, complaining, or being defensive. Those three things. Uh, I started off social studies with a social studies question: is a hot dog a sandwich? Um, and the reason I do that is because not everything's right or wrong. This world's full of very complicated answers, and somebody might have a different answer than you that doesn't make them wrong. Their definition is based on their experiences. And so that is something to consider. And things aren't always as simple as right or wrong. As long as you can defend your position, you might be right. And so really take that into account. Make sure you know why you believe things and take those into account. Not everything's right or wrong. People can have different opinions. It doesn't make them bad or good. It's just different. So whether you think a hot dog is a sandwich or isn't, some things are a little more complicated than hot dogs, but it's still something to really need to consider, and how we define things and what we value. And also, I want you guys to know that you are important. You guys, everybody in this classroom, is important. You guys are going to grow up to be voters and workers and all of these things. and you impact your environment. You are important. You're important to our classroom community. You're important to our community as a town. You are important people, and we love you. We want you to go on to do great things. And so we want you to know that you are important, and we want to make sure that you're treated as such. So understand that you're an important person. And now we're going to start our very last read aloud. I saved a special book for today. This story is called Last Day Blues. I'm going to try to keep the glares down as you can look at the pictures as I read. Last Day Blues by Julie Dannenberg and illustrated by Judy Love. So there's our cover. Last Day Blues. On the Monday morning before the Friday that was the last day of school, Miss Hartwell took attendance. She sighed, and she called out the last name. "I'm going to miss all of you," she said. The kids nodded in agreement. "I'm going to miss my friends," said Shannon. "I'm going to miss Daisy," said Dan. "I'm going to miss chocolate milk and pizza for lunch," said Joe. Everyone felt a little blue thinking about the last day of school, even Daisy. That afternoon during recess, the students talked as they hung out at the jungle gym. "Miss Hartwell said she's going to miss us," said Alexandra, swinging from a bar. "We should get a present to cheer her up," said Eddie, hanging upside down from his knees. But what could they get her? "I could give her the rest of my sandwich. It's my mom's bologna special," said Josh. "Or a coffee cup. Or a new pen, the kind with feathers and beads." The students thought and thought, but they couldn't come up with a single idea that they all agreed on. "We'll think of something tomorrow," Eddie assured everyone as they lined up at the drinking fountain. On the Tuesday before the Friday that was the last day of school, Miss Hartwell read the final page of their last read-aloud book. "I'm going to miss circle time," said Miss Hartwell. "I'm going to miss science," said Emily. "I'm going to miss seeing Miss Hartwell wear her safety goggles during science," said Jack, giggling. And so before they got too sad, Miss Hartwell put on her safety goggles one last time, just for fun. "We definitely need to cheer up Miss Hartwell," said Andy during recess as he jumped out of the swing. "Any ideas about a present?" Eddie asked. "Nope," and they all answered back. On the Wednesday before the Friday that was the last day of school, Miss Hartwell brought in her super-duper sugar cookies with extra frosting. "I'm going to miss snack time, but I can't wait for barbecues by the pool," said Jack. "I'm going to miss recess, but I can't wait to play hide and seek outside after dinner," said Alexandra. "I'll miss school, but I can't wait for summer vacation," said Josh. The class discussed their summer plans and drowned their last day blues with another round of milk and sugar cookies. "I don't know whether to be happy or sad," Andy said at the minute they all arrived at the jungle gym. "Miss Hartwell is sad," said Olivia. "She probably doesn't want the year to end." "While we're swimming, she'll be reading her old lesson plan," said Walker. "And while we're playing, she'll be trying to remember the fun times we had this year," said Dan. And that's when ideas zipped, zapped, and zinged through Eddie's brain. "I know exactly what will cheer her up," Eddie said it, jumping up and down from the jungle gym. The class agreed. It was perfect. On the Thursday before the Friday that was the last day of school, Eddie raised his hand right after Miss Hartwell started language arts. "We need some privacy, please," he said. And so Miss Hartwell took down the bulletin boards with her back to the class. She never even peeked. Well, only once. On the morning of the Friday that was the Friday that was the last day of school, the students dashed into the classroom. They snapped open the shades for the very last time. They did their chores for the very last time. They fed Daisy for the very last time. And as soon as the bell rang, they couldn't wait for Miss Hartwell to see her present for the very first time. It says, the last day of school makes us so blue. We'll miss recess and pizza and reading too. We'll miss Daisy and cookies and friendship true. Snack time and science and learning new. We'll miss spelling bees for our test review and groundhogs that play peekaboo. The year's been great, a big wahoo! There's many things to miss, it's true, but mostly what we'll miss is you. Later on during recess, Eddie said, I think Miss Hartwell liked her present. I hope it helps, Margaret said. Poor Miss Hartwell, they all said sadly as they pictured their final goodbye. Teachers must hate the last day of school. And then it was time. The bell rang. Goodbye, the students called as they rushed out the door. Goodbye, Miss Hartwell called after them. And then she returned to her empty classroom. It's just you and me, Daisy, she said. I'm sure going to miss them this summer. But I can't wait for vacation. And so that is the Last Day Blues, and it is our last day. I hope you guys have a fantastic summer. I hope you guys stay safe. I hope you guys have lots of fun and play outside and do all kinds of great things. I hope you guys continue reading and occasional some math. And I look forward to hopefully seeing you next year. I'm up at the middle school quite a bit. I coach a couple sports, so hopefully I'll see you up at the middle school a little bit. Hope you guys have a great time, and thanks for being great students. I'm going to miss you. Have a great summer. Bye.